There we are. We are live. This is an impromptu live. You might be wondering, why is there a turkey on the screen? Well, in the United States, in the USA, there is a holiday, Thanksgiving, that is this week that some of you celebrate for some of you that are in the United States. And I know a lot of you are not. You're around the world. But that's why there is a turkey here. So today is all about the attitude of gratitude, as well as, of course, lottery news, taking your questions live in this Q&A and talking about winning and some of the crazy lottery stories and interviews coming up on this channel. But let me know, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from in the world? Let me know your thoughts. And I see, there we go. From Cornwall, UK. Hello, hello. It's great to see you guys. Let me know, where are you watching from? We're going to be diving into your questions here in a moment. But we are talking a little bit about gratitude. Miami, Florida, amazing. Brenda Gomez, it's nice to see you. Hey, Tim from Texas. I'll be writing for an interview soon when I win. Tesla, I love that name. Amazing. Chicago is here. Anita, hello, Anita. New York Financial District. Yes, gotta love that. New Jersey is here. And Brazil, we got the Megacina down in Brazil. Scotland, hello. Opsec Music, hello in Scotland. Algeria, amazing. I love it, Jared. It's nice to see you. Houston, Texas. Heather, thank you so much for joining from Houston, Texas. Philly, Toronto, Canada. Oh, I didn't pull up Philly. Where's Philly? There we are. Abundance, 1967 in Philly. Amazing. Seattle, Washington. And Emmanuel in Arkansas. Amazing. So we are going to jump into some crazy lottery news stories that are happening, breaking as we speak. Before I get to that, I do want to talk a little bit about gratitude, because that's sort of the theme of this holiday in the United States, with this turkey that is on the screen that you guys are looking at. From Philippines, amazing. Jet Journeys, I love that name too. New Zealand, love that. Deutschland, I love Germany. Hello. Every country should have a Powerball. Jared. Yes. So I do want to talk a little bit about gratitude, because I want to put out a philosophical argument real quick and just say that happiness, what do you guys think about this? Happiness does not create gratitude. Gratitude creates happiness. Not to get too deep, but is the glass half full? Is the glass half empty? How you look at the world really matters. That's your whole reality. Ricardo, Shilly Shally, Mexico. Hello in Mexico. Africa. Tulip, thank you so much for joining. Yes, I will be, when I win, I'll be on your show. Gratitude. Brenda Gomez, thank you so much. And speaking of gratitude, there is an interview in the description of this video that I talk about. Well, I've talked about the last couple of years. It was done a couple of years ago, but it really emphasizes gratitude with a lottery winner, with Roberto Mendoza. Check out that interview if you have not watched it. He came from a third world country, immigrated to the United States. He was a kidnap victim. He eventually immigrated to the United States, speaks several languages, and went on to, because he turned on the tap and air would come out of the water tap, no water. He grew up hungry in a war-torn country. And hello in Pakistan. Thank you so much for joining. And Roberto Mendoza, it's really inspiring to have gotten to interview him. But he became a lottery winner and won, I think it was $250,000, but he went on to become is a renowned chef and has cooked for several celebrities and presidents of the United States. Arnold Schwarzenegger, quite a few presidents. But he donated his entire lottery prize to help feed the homeless. If you have not watched that, check that out. And talk about gratitude, and that reminds me, I have an interview coming up with someone that used to be homeless, that came into an inheritance. There was an inheritance of millions that that he gets to talk about, and it's very interesting. So watch for that interview coming up soon. That should probably most likely be the next interview coming out in a few days. Be grateful for what you have and what you don't have. Opposite. It is. I mean, that's true. Be grateful for what you have. And do you have your health? Because a lot of people watching this probably have their health. That's something to be very grateful for. And it's not just about saying it, it's about feeling it. Like, what are you grateful for? A lot of people, I mean, talk to most people in the hospital or people that are not healthy. They will tell you, I mean, it's something to be very, very grateful for. Relationships, there's so many things to be grateful for. Wagner Santos, Mega Sena. Oh, Wagner's playing the Mega Sena down in Brazil. Nice to see you. The anonymous winner in Michigan. Greetings from the Great Lakes. I love it. Oh, what happened to our turkey video? Okay. So we're gonna jump into some live. Hello in Belgium. Kali Dream. I love that. So let me know your questions. We're gonna dive into this. Oh my goodness, always grateful. Nicole's House of Wellness. I love it, Nicole. Health is top priority. Health is wealth. Health is wealth. But if you win the lottery, that's awesome too, or come across sudden wealth. It doesn't even have to be sudden. There's so many different types of wealth. Tiffany Sumo with a $5 super. Tiffany, you are too kind. You are too kind. And talk about gratitude. I'm extremely grateful for your very, very generous super for supporting this channel. It means the world to me. Tiffany, thank you so much. And Tiffany Sumo says, I am thankful and grateful that I am today's Mega Millions and Powerball jackpot winner. Tiffany, I love it. And today is Tuesday, November 21st. So there is a Mega Millions drawing happening today. That is definitely happening. And if you are playing, which you are, I absolutely wish you good luck. And I look forward to interviewing you if you win. Not if, when you win. Anything's possible, right? But Tiffany, thank you so much for the super. That is so generous of you and so kind. I really appreciate it. And blessings to you. Vinny, I had a dream about winning 1 million pounds on the lottery last night. Vinny, it sounds like an incredible dream. I love that. Malta, Jet Journeys watching from Malta. I hope you get over 100,000 subs. Upsec Music. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate that. You are too kind. I'm grateful for the 70 something thousand I have at the moment, but I believe it will be over 100 pretty shortly. But I'm just grateful for what I have. So thank you so much. I love dreams. Franco 684. Well, Franco, you are in the right place because we're all about the dreams on this channel for several reasons, and many of you that are that know my story and some of the people I've interviewed know why we're all about dreams. What's up, Tim? Last week, I also had another dream that I won the Euro Millions lottery jackpot. Mario, it's amazing. Nice to see you, Mario. I love that. That's incredible. And I have, of course, I dreamt about winning the lottery before it happened way back in the day. And I've dreamt about several other things that have happened in real life, but it's not just, I mean, it happens to people. It happens to people. I think it's natural. And I think it's very interesting. And I love meeting and interviewing other lottery winners when that type of thing happens. And it does happen. So it's very interesting. It was so vivid, man. I'll be talking with you soon when I win the lottery. Vinny, I love your energy. And absolutely. And if you have a story of overcoming the odds, whether it's winning the lottery or anything else, email my team for consideration to be on this podcast because we do want to hear from you. Absolutely. We can keep you anonymous if you wish. Sorrel Fraser, it's great to see you, Sorrel Fraser. Thank you so much. She says, Tim, if you could dress up to collect your winnings, what would you dress up as? Sorrel Fraser, thank you so much for your question. Well, if I were to win, I haven't played the lottery recently, but if I were to play and win this week, I would dress up like a turkey because that's the theme. So that's the truth of that. But would you, in all seriousness, if you could dress up? I don't know. I really like the guy that that claimed his winnings in Jamaica wearing a scream mask. I think that was pretty awesome. I know you can't do that everywhere, but um, if I were to dress up. But this is incredible. Look at this. A 100 super from Marcella G. Marcella, first of all, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but first of all, thank you, thank you, thank you. You are too kind. That is so generous of you. Thank you very much. It means the world to me that you feel strongly enough to donate to support this channel. But thank you very much, Marcella. And she says, do you believe in karma? Do you think winning the lottery jackpot is karmic, or is it possible to manifest through the power of our beliefs and gratitude? So that's a very interesting question, Marcella. Thank you very much for your question. So, I mean, personally, everybody has an opinion, right? Everybody has an opinion. I believe, I think there is something to getting what you get out of the world, what you put into the world. I think there is something to that. I don't necessarily think that equates to everything having to do with the lottery win, but I do believe that. I believe that we're all connected. I mean, if you're talking about that sort of thing, and you are asking my opinion, so I believe that we are all connected, and I believe that there is something to that. How you view yourself, how you view the world, how you impact other people, I think matters because we are all connected on a larger level. So I really think that matters. I also do believe in our the power of gratitude and the power of our belief in how we perceive things, how we perceive the world. Because after all, your perception is your reality. Your perception is your whole reality. No one else is living in your head. Look at the double slit experiment, not to get scientific, but look that up. That's very interesting as well. I mean, I think it shows that our we create our reality in our head. Like just because someone doesn't oh, there we go. The turkey paused again. There's the turkey coming back. But it's an excellent question. It's an excellent discussion, but I think my personal opinion is there's some of both in how we create our reality. If But when it comes to yeah, I think karma, there's something to karma for sure, but I don't think karma just necessarily creates a lottery win, but some lottery winners probably believe that, and that's okay with me. I'm not trying to prove anything. And some people think it's all coincidence and it's just right place at the right time. And if you believe that, I don't think you believe that, Marcella, but if anyone watching this believes that, that's okay with me too. I'm not here to convince anybody of anything, but I do believe in karma. I do believe in our energy, and I believe our perception really matters in our everyday life. So that's for sure. But thank you so much for the generous super. You are too kind, and I really, really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Check my credit score today, and I have 777. I am feeling lucky. Paradigm Minor. Amazing. I love that. 777. I manifested 5,000 pounds from a casino. Well, congratulations to you, Vinny. Congratulations. 5,000. Marcella. Oh, yes. Franco. Franco is, yes. Marcella. She is too kind. Too kind. And talk about being grateful. I am very grateful for her. Marcella, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Greetings from Sweden. Amazing. Yes. I love Sweden. I'm going to wear a costume. Antonio Love is going to wear a costume. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Paul. It's nice to see you, Paul. So there is a lottery news story that just came out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. It was the last video on this channel that I covered that story, but there is a lottery winner who won Lotto America. It's the first jackpot for Lotto America in the state of New Mexico. It was three something $million jackpot. But what is so remarkable about it is this, at least what I think is very remarkable about it, is that this person had a premonition about lottery numbers and then played the lottery numbers, but he didn't know which game to play. So he played Powerball, he played Mega Millions, and the clerk convinced him to play Lotto America, and then he won on that. So he talked about that to lottery officials, I believe, but it's very interesting. Greetings, Edward Franco. Greetings to you, Edward. Did you? Okay. Bless you, Marcella. Chubby action figure with the best name ever is here. Chubby action figure. Nice to see you. Thank you so much. Did you invest? Okay. When claiming, did you invest in any businesses after you won the lottery? Vinny, thank you for your question. Well, I started a business. So that's what is run off of this channel. And I've done some films and I've also assisted in other people's productions. So I guess the answer to that is yes, but I also invest in a lot of other things other than that. Okay, Brenda Gomez, I think it's possible to manifest things. Money or a car is believing you already have it and it will be yours. And that's what they say, Brenda. They say to live as if, in the present moment, like you already, that's what they say. I've been 2 numbers since off the Powerball and 3 off. So it sounds like Ian Wisher, you're getting close. And with the last name like Wisher, you can't go wrong. Chad Rocks. Chad Rocks. Talk about an awesome last name. Chad Rocks. Hello, Chad. Hi, Tim. I had a dream recently. I won 17 million and it felt so surreal. But waking up the morning, I felt sad again because I'm very unhappy in my current work situation. How do you remain positive? Any tips? Chad Rocks. Well, Chad Rocks. If I were you and I had a name like Chad Rocks, I would just probably talk in the. I would always say Chad Rocks does this, Chad Rocks does that, because it would make me feel good just to talk about my own name like that. But in all seriousness, how do you stay positive? So I think when it comes to the lottery, how do you stay positive? I think play it as if it's something that's fun. If it's an act of desperation, if it's something that hurts you, if you lose, if it's not something that's fun, then maybe it's not the best thing to do is to play the lottery. And when it comes to dreams coming true with lottery winners, for me, I literally won a few months after having this dream. Some people have won the next day. Some people have won decades later after having a dream about it. And oftentimes these stories get media attention. So we do oftentimes hear about them, but I don't think there's a set timeline as far as will it happen. I don't think there's a set timeline. So I think if you play the lottery, whether you have a dream about it or not, because most people that win have not had a dream about it, but many people have, of course. But if you play the lottery, then it should be fun because you get to, speaking of dreams, like another way of perceiving a dream is the imagining what it would be like to win. And if you do play, you have the right to imagine, which is a form of dreaming, what it would be like to win. So that's a long-winded answer, but hopefully that answers your question. And D27A Caitlin with a 555 super. You are too kind. And we know from a past live that D27A Caitlin, that name stands for a pretty incredible automobile car that you're into, but gratitude is the attitude. I absolutely agree. And I'm extremely grateful and thankful for you, Caitlin, for the 555 super. That is super. Thank you very, very much. It means so much to me. It really does. Every super, including this one, and for your support, because this is a labor of love for me, and it makes me feel good. I love putting out content that inspires people or that's positive, and I'm very grateful. You're the reason why I do what I do. So D27A Caitlin, thank you. Karma, belief, gratitude, and God. Where is God will? Lucia Ojos. Lucia, thank you for your comment. Karma, belief, gratitude, and God. Where is God's will? Well, I guess that depends on how you define God, Lucia. How do you define God? When we start using the word God, I personally believe in God. If you you watching this, any of you don't, that's okay with me. I'm not here to convince anybody of anything, but I believe, but how I perceive God might be different than there is, I know, than how some people perceive it. So it's interesting. But I do believe that we're all connected. And, some people think of God as this greater force of the universe that we're all connected to. And that's not necessarily, that's not pseudoscience. If you go outside of Earth and look down, we literally are connected. You can see it like that. But if you go even deeper, like they've proven everything that is this microphone right here, everything, the screen that you're looking at, watching these lottery balls come down, that screen, everything. It's not really, if you go down to a really small level and zoom way in, it's not even solid. Literally, we are all connected. And it might sound kind of far out, but it's the truth. I find that stuff interesting. Sorrel Fraser, what's something you would like to do but haven't gotten around to doing it yet? Sorrel Fraser, thank you very much for your question. You have some of the best questions, and I hope you are doing well. One of the things I would like to do is travel to Australia and New Zealand. I have not been there. So that's one thing that just came to mind, but I'm sure there's plenty of things. Yeah. Dream big, guys. Dream big. Anything and everything is possible. Lee Khan the Great with a $2 super. That is great. Lee Khan the Great, just wanted to say hi and show some support. Thank you very much, Lee Khan the Great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that looks like a squirrel with a crown, if I am looking at that correctly. But whatever, that is a king. That is a king donating a $2 super. And that is great. Lee Khan, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You are too kind, and it really means a lot. Thank you. Hello in Poland. Monique 221982. Hello, Monique. Hello in Poland. Thank you for joining. Greetings. Hello. I cannot wait until I win. I'm going to win the Cash for Life. Awesome. I've interviewed people that have won the Cash for Life, or at least one winner. I'm going to be interviewing more. But let's talk about some of the interviews coming out on this channel, because the next one is with someone that used to be homeless for 10 years and then came across a substantial inheritance. So it's very interesting to speak with him and learn what it was like, the reality of that versus not. I've never been homeless, but I know plenty of people are. So what is the reality of that? And it's very interesting. Also, I interviewed someone that won 165 million. Her family won around 165 million from the lottery. Someone else that won a few, tens of millions in Florida, the US state of Florida, and several other lottery winners, and an astrologer for people that are into astrology pertaining to the lottery. And some people are into that, some people are not, but I think it's very interesting. Neon, looking forward to your winner's interview. Sorrel Fraser. Get Sorrel Fraser. She's always so positive. Master Manifester Mindset. Happy Mega Millions Tuesday. 289 million. Yes, please. That's amazing. 289 million. What would you guys do with a jackpot of 289 million? Because it is, someone's going to win eventually. Anything is possible. It's crazy. And it does happen. And sudden wealth, I think, is a very, very interesting subject. Not only is it the life that I have lived, so I understand how it can change social dynamics. I understand how it can change your life. It's not just about the money. It goes way deeper. I think is very interesting how it can change your life and change social structures. Because just because you win the lottery doesn't mean everyone around you does. You can help other people to the extent that you can, but it's interesting how it can change that too. I've read, okay, this turkey keeps pausing. We might have to send this turkey back to the field or something. But Lucia Ojos with, Lucia, I love red. So I think you're saying you read. No, okay. Near-death experience. Always spoke about a light and God's plan for humanity. Well, thank you for your comment. And the last interview on this channel was with a near death experience survivor. She actually died twice in her life. The first time, I think she was around the age of 3 from an allergic reaction to a bee sting, but she ended up winning a few lottery prizes, including one in California. And it's very interesting. So if you haven't watched that interview, and she does speak about what she went through, and she's a very firm believer because of these experiences, and also really enhanced her intuition. So you can watch that if you haven't watched it. It's the last interview on this channel with a near death experience survivor. Love the graphics. Chikato Rason, thank you very much, and I thank you for your support. We're talking about gratitude today, and I love you and your support. I'm very appreciative, and you guys are the reason why I'm doing this. So thank you very much, wherever you're watching from in the world. Let me know where you are watching from in the world too. I'll try to pull up your comment. I want to travel to the dark side of the moon. I love that. Does anyone watch Pink Floyd, or listen? Cali Dream. Tim, did you ever experience any synchronicities right before winning the jackpot? I did. There were quite a few synchronicities that happened right before it. I've spoken about a lot of them before on this channel, so I don't want to be too repetitive, but I did, have a dream about it. People told me they thought I would win. I told people I thought I would win, and a few other things, but it was interesting. Hello from Britain, Jacqueline Shaw. Hello, Jacqueline. Thank you for joining. Have you already watched the movie After Death 2023? Manny, I have not watched that movie. What is that about? Money is a strange concept. Jared. That's interesting, Jared. And what would you it is a strange concept because it was sort of created by people. And it is sort of literally, I mean, some people say money is energy. I don't know what you think about that, but it's interesting. It is a strange concept. If you talk to someone that never experienced money and they're out on some remote island somewhere and it's all new, maybe they live in a utopian society where everyone does everything for everyone else and you just help each other, which would be a little bit different from the concept of that. But hi, all from South Carolina. Julie Carter. Hello, Julie. Thank you for joining from South Carolina. Travel to the dark side of the moon with a return ticket. I love that. Have a great Thanksgiving, Tim, to all. Gobble, gobble. Master Manifester Mindset. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Chubby Action Figure. What basic questions should I ask a financial advisor after discovering a lottery win? Anything you wish you would have asked your lawyers or accountants going into financial wealth? Chubby Action Figure. Well, Chubby Action Figure, I was 21 years old when that happened to me, so I was really, really green, no pun intended, but I was a gas station clerk making a little over minimum wage. I was an assistant manager. So to go from that at age 21 to winning the lottery was really a stark difference financially. So we went with people that we trusted and that were experienced as well. And so they knew a lot more than I knew at the time. So I can't say that I would have done anything differently because I did what I thought was best at the time. But I have plenty of opinions if you win tomorrow, what you should be asking and what you should be doing. So I have plenty of opinions about that. And I think you should, I'll keep this brief because I know not everyone here is into this, but basically if you win, it depends how much you win, but let's say you win $50 million or euros, pounds, whatever currency you're in, you win a lot of money all of the sudden. What should you be doing? And I would speak to different financial advisors who have experience and a track record. I would ask questions like, is this money insured? Is this money insured? What is your experience? Most of all, how many other clients do you have dealing with this kind of money? What is your track record? How long have you been doing this? What is, how do I know there's transparency and accountability? Are you a fiduciary? I could go on, but there's a lot of really good questions. I made a video about how to find a financial advisor a few months ago. You can find that in my feed where it's more in depth. Neon the Phoenix is here. It's great to see you, Neon the Phoenix. Timothy, where do you think we go when we sleep? Neon the Phoenix. That's a really good question, Neon the Phoenix. I think we, I mean, I don't have all the answers, but I certainly think that I believe in, of course, our imagination, our brain, our subconscious doing things, imagining things. But beyond that, I think you can go to other levels. And I don't think it's pseudoscience to say that people have astral projected and that sort of thing. I don't think that's pseudoscience. The government in the United States, I know not everyone's in the United States, but just in the United States and some other countries too, had people doing this. Even in the Cold War, if you look at that, there between Russia, the Soviet Union, and the United States, there were people that were remote viewing on each other. So there's that sort of thing too. So I think we can do that, and it's interesting. And I interviewed a former police commissioner that was really into that as well. And I could talk about that forever, but where do I think we go? And the turkey paused again. Oh my gosh, this turkey. So I think we can tap into something larger than ourselves, something we're all connected to. I think that's the real answer to that. I don't think that necessarily happens with every dream, though. Timothy, have you ever been in a sensory deprivation tank? And if so, what was your experience like? Sorrel Fraser, thank you for the question. I have not, but it's something I do want to do because it sounds really interesting. They have these saltwater. This is one type anyway. There's these saltwater pools that you lay on, and it just sort of, the buoyancy floats you up, and it's supposed to get you into another state. I think that would be very interesting. I have not done that, but I would like to try that. Can you set up a syndicate for your fans? Golder P. That's a popular question, Golder P. And I do not believe that I can do that because it violates policies with YouTube, for one thing. So I don't think I could do that, but I understand the desire. Thank you for your question. I agree. Money is energy. A. Jones. I'm going to win the Powerball. Detroit, Michigan. Jesse Williams. Okay, Jesse. We heard it here first, Jesse. Come on to this podcast. Email my team. I look forward to that. Money is a wonderful, lovely thing. A. Jones. Franco 684. Do you remember the first book you read after your lottery win? Franco 684. Franco, thank you for your question. The first book I read after the lottery win was probably either a book on investing. I think I remember I got this book on investing and that sort of thing. It was called The Millionaire Next Door, I think was the title of it. That, and then I read The Lord of the Rings. I don't know which one came first, but I read those two books after I won the lottery. Yonkers, New York. Antonio, love. Antonio, I love that. Hello in Yonkers. Currency used to be trading shells, knives, and stones. It's crazy what we as a collective give power to. Thank you for your comment, Sorrel. It is crazy. Tim, I forgot to tell you, I really enjoyed your take on Plato's Cave. I relate to the story. Leakon the Great, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll see if I can pull that up here. So it's one of the movies I produced years ago. It's a short animation. It's about 3 minutes. It's called The Cave, an adaptation of Plato's allegory in clay. And it was originally supposed to be part of a documentary that I was producing on ghosts to show people that to be open-minded to the possibility of life after death. And that's why I did it. But Plato's Cave, it was a very successful short animation, and it doesn't matter whether it's successful or not. But the point is, it's a powerful, powerful message. If you guys are not familiar with Plato's allegory of the cave, check out that story. You don't even have to watch the animation because it's like a legendary story. I mean, it's powerful. It's powerful, and I think it's true. And it can apply to different things. It's about how we perceive. Just because you don't perceive something doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I'm going to see if I can pull this up since we let's pull this off of here. Okay, get this off here. There we are. Hello, my friends. All right, now let's see if we can pull up this cave video if we have it on this machine. I'm still learning this software for this live software here. Let's see if this is on here. Okay, here, let's see if this works. Yeah, there we go. So I'm just going to play part of it here.
Imagine prisoners that have spent their entire lives chained deep inside a cave. They have been chained so that they cannot see behind themselves, and they are forced to stare endlessly at the cave wall in front of them. Behind them, a fire is burning, and between the prisoners and the fire is a raised walkway. Now imagine that each day, a menagerie of objects crosses the walkway. Animals, and people carrying their wares to market. Their shapes create an intricate shadow play on the wall in front of the prisoners. This is the only world that the prisoners have ever known. The shadows and the echoes of unseen objects. Now, imagine that a prisoner is released. After some time adjusting to the blinding light, the freed prisoner...
Okay, so I'm not going to put you guys through that whole thing, but basically the prisoner comes back into the cave and realizes, because he sees that what's making the shadows, what's actually casting the shadows are these objects and these animals. And he goes back into the cave and tells the others, and they think that he's crazy. They don't believe him. They chastise him. And it's just a really good example of how if you haven't experienced something for yourself in life, then it's more difficult to believe that it exists, because we often believe what we sense, what we've experienced. That doesn't mean that there aren't other things happening. Just like we talked about earlier, of this sounds pretty far out and crazy, but if you really zoom down into this screen you're looking at right now, this screen you're looking at, everything is not really even solid on the, if you go down to the, you really zoom in, that's crazy to think about. And I'm not making that up. I mean, it's crazy. Can AI become financial assistance? Can it become a financial assistance? Jared. Well, that's, so there's a lot of talk about AI right now in the news cycle. So I don't know what you guys think about that, but it's crazy. Like, think of our society 10 years from now, what AI is going to be. And how does that apply to the lottery? That's an important question. I did a video about asking artificial intelligence for lottery numbers a few months ago. Did you guys see that? What did you think of that? But I think it's interesting. It's interesting. Chubby action figure. Faith. Hello, chubby action figure. Is that claymation? Diana Perry. Yeah, that is claymation. It was a stop motion animation. I think it was around 3,000 photographs put together to make, you take a photograph and you move the guys just a little bit. They're made out of clay. And it took a few months, I think, to shoot the whole thing. But it is it's made out of clay. It's a stop motion. Okay. An old lady told me I would be rich. So far, I've won 40,000 and 79,000 and several smaller prizes. When I win the big one, I want to come on your show. W. Russell. Amazing. W. Russell, thank you so much. Go ahead and email my team when you win the big one, because we're definitely going to want to talk to you for sure. It's very nice to listen, but I have to get up at 4:30 a.m. tomorrow, so I'm saying good night to you all. Monique. Okay, Monique. Thank you so much, and you have a good night. You sleep well. 40,000. 40,000 is a lot. Congrats. DJ Sugar Ray. DJ Sugar, yeah, who won? Yeah, absolutely. DJ Sugar Ray throwing down the positive energy here. Nikki JJ, Tim, did you have any doubt after your dream and waiting to win? It took a few months for you to win, right? I had a dream, but this when and waiting is painful. I just keep playing and waiting. Nikki J. Well, I mean, I completely empathize with where you're coming from. And I think that if you play the lottery, then I mentioned this earlier, I think you should try to have fun with it. Because otherwise, if you're not having fun with it, then don't, like, if you think if it hurts you to lose the however much it costs to play, then be very selective about when you play, or don't, maybe you don't shouldn't play if that's the case. But I would just play when it feels good to play. It should be something that's an enjoyable experience, and play responsibly if you play. That's my advice. I just won 500. DJ Sugar Ray. Congratulations, DJ Sugar Ray. Congratulations on that. I love Plato's. Wait a second. Shout out. I missed that one. Okay. Shout out Kobe Joe from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada. Hope I win the Lotto 649 tonight. Thank you so much for joining from Canada. That would be amazing. There's some incredible stories that come out of Canada. I've interviewed at least a couple lottery winners, 3 lottery winners out of Canada. I'm definitely going to be interviewing more, and I love Canada. Thank you so much. I love Plato's cave allegory. That explains the concept of a spiritual awakening, I think. Callie Dream, thank you so much. You guys can check out that cave animation on YouTube. It's not too hard to find if you Google it. Neon the Phoenix, do you think our dreams, consciousness, and Plato's cave, the allegory, have a connection? Neon the Phoenix, you have some excellent questions, and it's so great to see you today. Do I think that they have a connection? I mean, for sure. For some people, I think you can get messages from dreams. I certainly believe in dreams, the power of dreams having meaning beyond just our imagination. I believe in that. I mean, I've had so many experiences about that. I mean, how could you not if you experience something like that? I mean, that's just what I think. So I believe it is connected. And Plato's cave shows, it's an example to show, it's to be open-minded to possibilities. And people that have not experienced something like that, it might be difficult to believe that that's even a correlation to something that is deeper than just our consciousness or imagination. Okay, in 10 years, I hope I will win. I will live in post-scarcity world. Jared. Well, I hope so too, Jared. Thank you for your comment. Thanks so much for your show and great advice. I'll be on your show soon. Nikki JJ. I love it. Quantum entanglement is part of it. Red is into quantum physics. What a fascinating field. It really is. Mohammed Warsh, I love your channel, Timothy. Every day checking if there's any new videos. I'm a dream catcher of the Euro Millions from France. I hope I can win one day. Mohammed, thank you so much for joining from France and for your support. I love it. Greetings to you. And if you win, then come on to this show. We want to speak with you. And I love it. I love France. Thank you so much. I have been playing, hoping to win this week. It will be wonderful Thanksgiving present to myself. Trixie. Amazing, Trixie. Happy thanks. Okay. Where are we going? This chat is blowing up today. Happy Thanksgiving, Tim. Phoenix, Arizona. John Bosco. Happy Thanksgiving to you, John. It's great to see you. Thank you so much for your support. It's extraordinary. I'm in France. Red. So we have people in France representing France today. Okay. I always ask for a winning ticket when I purchase my ticket, as I like to ask the universe out loud. Well, some people do say to speak it into existence. Obsec music. Some people say that. I've interviewed a couple of lottery winners who strongly believe in that as well. And it's interesting because then it gets into the subject of manifestation. And then if you talk about other people like Conor McGregor and some extremely famous athletes and celebrities that also believe in that sort of thing, it's very interesting. Mario Eid, what's up, Tim? How does Thanksgiving rank on your holiday scale as favorites? Mario, thank you for your comment and for your question. So for me, Halloween is right up there. I love Christmas. I don't know what you guys think, but that's those rank right up there. Thanksgiving, I don't know. I am thankful though. It makes you I mean, I'm thankful. The attitude of gratitude. I think gratitude is very, very important, and not just to think about one time a year. I think it's important to think about year round. So that's what I think. A lot of the holidays, I'm not, super into some of them, but that's for another chat. I manifested my win thanks to robotic affirmations, took a dedicated week, and bam. Wow, that Highland girl. Look at that. Robotic affirmations, took a dedicated week, and bam, it happened. Well, what happened? What was the bam? If it was something you want to talk about on this podcast, you want to be considered, email my team. We want to hear about the BAM. I love your humble, kind soul, Red. Well, I love you, Red. I'm grateful for your support. Thank you very much. Native American Day for the win. Tana Meredith. Absolutely. Native Americans, I have so much respect. And I know some of you don't know the history of the United States or with that sort of thing, but it's really, Native Americans, I just have so much respect. And I don't know if you've ever been on reservations either, but I have, and I just have so much respect. I'm going to leave it at that for now. Nikki J, you should detach yourself from the outcome to avoid creating resistance. Just have fun with it. Valentine's Day is Dave and Lisa Jane's favorite holiday. Well, look at Dave and Lisa Jane being lovers. Valentine's Day. And maybe you're not lovers, but it's a day of love. So you got to love that. Michael James, do you think working at a gas station made you subconsciously manifest a lottery win since you are around people purchasing lottery tickets? Michael, that's a very interesting question. And it's true that I was working at a gas station selling tickets constantly. So it was on my mind fairly often. I would often imagine what it would be like to win the lottery. And part of that probably had to do with the fact that I did work there and sell the tickets. How is my favorite YouTuber doing? Martha Evans. Martha, I'm doing wonderful. I'm so grateful today. Today is the attitude of gratitude. And I'm grateful that you're here, Martha Evans. So how are you doing? Sheila L. Art. Tim, do you think the odds are better playing at a lucky retailer? Sheila L. Art. Sheila, thank you for your question. I don't think that. Personally, I don't think that. But if you do, then you should play at a place like that, because it's really about how you feel about it, is what I think, because it should be a positive experience. So that's my opinion on that. But I think you literally could win anywhere as long as you're playing a game that's credible and you're actually playing, then you do have a chance. When I win, I'll want an interview from you. Milo's Realm. Milo, thank you very much. That means a lot. I really appreciate that. Tim, will you make any more short films? Sorrel Fraser. Sorrel, thank you for your question. I made another short film It was an adaptation of The Boy Who Cried Wolf. It's The Shepherd Boy and the Wolf is the title of it. You can find that on YouTube as well, but it's more of an adult version. I was really into, or still am. I love horror films, and it's definitely not a horror film, but it's definitely an adult version. I would not show it to kids. But yeah, so I've done that, and I've worked on other people's short films as well. But thank you for your question. I don't have any other short films coming up right now. Most of my energy, most of my time that I have to work on anything creative is going towards this YouTube channel and this podcast, because I just love it. I love it so much. It's a labor of love. Gratitude is a very high frequency. People who do gratitude, literally a vortex occurs around people's aura that allows for a new staff to come in. Roxy. Well, that's interesting, Roxy. I bought a Moxie lottery ticket. Aurora. Well, I wish you good luck. Don't tell me the odds. Obsec music. Yes. Don't focus on the odds. Focus on, I think it should be, as that's sort of the theme of today. I think in addition to gratitude, it's focusing on just the positive, the positivity, like have fun with it. If you play the lottery, should be something that's fun if you play. Did you make Nightmare Before Christmas type stuff? DJ Sugar Ray. It was another stop motion animation, The Shepherd Boy and the Wolf. You can all you have to do is Google it, or it's on YouTube. You could just search in the search bar of YouTube, The Shepherd Boy and the Wolf. It's not on this channel, but it is out there, and it's a short stop motion animation, more of an adult version of The Boy Who Cried Wolf. 115 million winner. You have a winner. Jakato Rasom. Did someone win 115 million recently? Because I want to hear about that, if that's true. Thank you. Okay. Surreal. So we don't have tons of more time here, but I'm going to take a couple more questions. Surreal V. Hi, Tim. Thank you for your channel. Love your show. It's very inspiring and motivating. I have begun to purchase tickets, hearing your story and interviews. Thank you very much, and happy Thanksgiving. Wow, Surreal. Well, thank you so much for your thoughtful comment. Thank you very much. That's amazing. And I definitely wish you good luck if you play. And remember me if you win, because I'm going to want to speak with you. But regardless, I hope that you're having fun, and I'm glad that you found some inspiration in this channel. Thank you so much for your thoughtful comment and support. I really appreciate that. When are you going to bring on astrologers? Neon the Phoenix. Probably in January. I've interviewed one astrologer, and that interview is in the queue among several other interviews with lottery winners and others. So I think that one's probably coming out in January. So watch for that. Yo, Timothy, what's up? Hope all is well. Brain Slug 321. I love that name. I hope you are well too. Thank you so much. And let's get caught up in these. I'm going to be on Tim's show. Mr. Sandman. Hello, Mr. Sandman. I look forward to that, and I love your name. Tana Meredith. Correction, I'm a mega winner of tonight's drawing. Tana Meredith. Well, we heard it here first. Imhim 247. Hi, Tim. Mr. Lucky is here. I find a four-leaf clover again, and a few days ago. That's my desire sign to show my big lottery jackpot wins is already here. I can't wait to be on your show. Wow, so you found a four-leaf clover. That is lucky. Thank you for your comment. That's amazing. Hello, I love this. Miss Minister India Creek. Hello, I love this inspirational channel. Well, I love you. Thank you very much. That means a lot. Thank you. Today is the attitude of gratitude. I played a million. I'm mispronouncing that, but you're playing in Brazil. Amazing, Gabriella. And there are lotteries all over the world. If you guys play a lottery, which ones are you playing? Let me know in the comments. And there's a four-leaf clover. There we go. Good afternoon, my best friend Tim. GX. Oh, man. Okay. Always plug. How much do you have to win from the lottery before you can be considered to come on the podcast? Always plug. That's an excellent question. Always plug. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And the answer to that is there is no set amount. There's not a minimum amount. It's more about the story, and it's more about the person. And I've interviewed people that have won hundreds of millions, and I've interviewed people that have won tens of thousands and everything in between. So it's more about the story, the person, I would say, rather than the amounts. It can really change a lot of things. Dope Clover, I tried not too long ago. LOL. Hatenyas Junjo. Okay, well, awesome. Who's your Lotto Plus in Indiana? Says Emily. How were you the day you won? How were you the day you won? Marlon, how was I? I was happy. I was a happy person. I mean, if that's what you mean. I was having a really good day. I was very happy. I was 21 years old, if you meant to say how old were you, which might have been what you meant. But I heard Gordo is the biggest lottery jackpot. True. DJ Sugar Ray, that's an excellent question. So there's a lottery in Spain right around Christmas time, the Christmas lottery in Spain, known as El Gordo, also known as the Fat One. And it is a huge lottery. Like, it's enormous. It's absolutely enormous, but it's split amongst several different winners. So it's one person doesn't win the billion or however many billions are up for grabs. It's divided amongst many people, but it's absolutely huge drawing. You are an old soul, Red. Well, Red, thank you very much. Maybe it takes one to know one. That's what they say. Now, Sarah Brownford, everyone is soaking up the winning energy here. So grateful for Tim. Now, Sarah, well, I'm grateful for you. I am grateful for you. That is definitely the theme of the day here. Dear Helen. Hi, Tim. Greetings from Finland. Well, first of all, thank you so much for watching and joining from Finland. That is incredible. I really want to visit Finland. Do you think the dream that you dreamt about winning the lottery was a lucid dream? Dear Helen. Well, that's a really good question. Thank you very much. I do not entirely know, but I don't necessarily think it was. Depends how you define lucid, because I had this dream where I felt as if, this is going to sound kind of crazy to some people, but I felt as if I left my body. So is that lucid or is that something else? It's interesting though. And I'm completely believe it. I've had many dreams that I consider lucid. I think that's something that does happen to people, lucid dreaming. And it's interesting. Have you ever thought about doing a sleep time meditation? Your voice is soothing. Tana Meredith, thank you very much. I have not thought about that, but I love that idea. Roxy, when I win Euro Millions Super Draw, I hope to do an interview. Roxy, I hope so too. I'm thankful for our interview. Neon the Phoenix, and I'm thankful for you. Okay. Now I need to dream I'm out of my body. Mr. Sandman. No, you do not, Mr. Sandman. And with a name like Mr. Sandman, you are a sleep expert, I'm sure. You do not. And most people that have dreamt about winning the lottery and have won the lottery probably do not feel that necessarily. I'm just speaking for myself. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get going here in just a second. Maybe one more question. This is blowing up here. I know the people is going to have a huge. I know people in this chat are going to have huge jackpot wins. Lee Khan the Great. Well, I am waiting for the day when a major lottery winner comes onto this channel from having been inspired to play from watching this channel. That is going to be something else. So I completely agree. That'll be incredible. What was your quick pick? For me, it was a quick pick, but people do win both ways. Lisa Baglia had a near-death experience. That's right. If you have not watched that interview, check it out in my feed. is the last interview that was released on this channel with near-death experience survivor Lisa Baglia. And oh, there we go. You gotta love that. I started watching you when you had 3,000 followers and have been religiously watching your channel since. It's a great channel. Thank you, Gabriella. Thank you so much, Gabriella. You are a true veteran fan of this channel. I am so grateful for all of you, really, for watching and for subscribing. But Gabriella, you have been with me or with this channel since 3,000 followers. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you very much. I am a winner, Mr. Sandman. Everyone have a fantastic Thanksgiving. Always surround yourselves with positive peers. Robert Jones. I love that, Robert. I love that. And that on that note, I do have to get going, guys, but I just want to say thank you wherever you are in the world. Thank you for watching. If this is no longer live, put your comments and guest suggestions below this video. But thank you guys so much for your support. There's a new interview coming soon with someone that used to be homeless for right around a decade and then came across an inheritance. So he has his perspective of being homeless and not, it's sort of like two different worlds, and it's very, very interesting to speak with him. And that interview is coming up next. So watch for that coming soon. And of course, several interviews with lottery winners and others. But wherever you are in the world, thank you so much. You are why I'm doing this. I love this so much. It means the world to me that you have subscribed, that you are watching, that you are supporting what is happening on this channel. And I hope that you are well. I am grateful for you. And I hope that you take care of yourself and have a fantastic Thanksgiving if you are celebrating it. And if you're not, that's okay too. But still have gratitude. Gratitude, attitude is what we're talking about today. Thank you so much. Bless you all. Take care.